Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel ServerGyan. My name is Dr. Lokendra Singh and today we are going to discuss about interview questions which are usually put to those guys who are beginner in Linux or those guys who are working as system administrators. Fine. So before starting this tutorial guys, I would like to request you to please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so very much for your love, support and patience. And if you have any question further going forward, so you can please write down in comment box on this video. So I would like to explain that in upcoming videos. Thank you very much. Okay, so for now I'm going to explain a couple of questions which are like, what is shell? So shell is a command line interpreter which is used just to explain or which provides you an interface where you can execute your commands. It means that whenever you are trying to log into your system and you try to access your operating system, so that is known as shell. Let me show you. So this is basically shell. So if you want to know that what shell you are working on, so the particular command is, first of all you have to write echo and then you have to write $shell shell. So currently we are working with bash shell. Shell is a command line interpreter that executes command typed as string. It means if I run a command date plus %f, it means this will print date command. If I run date command in this manner, then this will give me output like this. So shell is a particular command which executes as it is typed, or the particular format you are going to write on this particular prompt. So that is known as shell. If you want to know rest of that, how many shells are available, so there is a file etc and then shells. So you can check here bin bash, no login, sh bash and no login. So these are particular shell which are available on Linux operating system. Okay, so what is next question? What is command? So if you talk about command is the name of a program to run. It means if I run ls, so ls is a program which is run to list all available files and directories in this particular location. If you want to check its location, so you can write here pwd command. It means present working directory. So you can run this command which is known as pwd. So what is command? Command is the name of a program to run. Okay, then after what is command options? Great. So what are command options? For example, if I run ls command here, so I get to know that there are two files, but I don't know like who is owner, who is group of this file. So options are some additional utilities which enhances the utility of existing command. For example, if I run ls-l, so it says that what are permission of this file, how many links are available for this file, who is owner, who is group, what is size of this file when this file was created, and what is name of this file. So this sort of information I get. If I run -a, so it means it will print all hidden files as well, or you can call it archived files. So this is how it works. It means if you talk about options are the part of command line that adjusts the behavior of a command. It means whatever is default behavior of your command, so that is adjusted using some different options. So that is it. Okay, then what is terminal? So if you want to know about terminal is an interface that provides a display of output and a keyboard for input to a shell session. It means this is a terminal where I can write maybe ls command, maybe date command I can type, or maybe you can say I can type cat command, and maybe I can type cal command. So whatever I want I can type in here. So that is known as terminal. Okay, what is workspace? If you are working with desktop, it means currently I'm working with the operating system which is CLI based. So if you have desktop, so workspaces are known as separate desktop where you can execute separate programs. What is difference between hash and $prompt? Okay, so this is known as hash prompt. Currently I am logged in as user root. So if you try to log in as normal user, which is EC2 user, so here it will get changed to $. $, means you are logged in with non-privileged user, and hash means you are logged in with super user, which is known as root. These are the interview questions which are simply put to you if you are going to face like you are going to face interview as fresher, or like couple of year, or maybe 1 or 2 year of experience you have. So these sort of question can be asked. Going forward, for sure, I'm going to put those questions as well, which are usually asked to those guys who are working as system admin or maybe server admin for a couple of years. Okay, so what is use of file command? Okay, so for understanding this particular option, we need to go to /dev. /dev directory we have to go to. Here we can find out like there are couple of options which are like C. It means C is written here, sometimes L is written here, sometimes D is written here, or maybe sometime B may be found here. Okay, let me show you something where B is written. Okay, so somewhere B is written here. So if I type in here file, and after that I type in the name of this particular, so it says that this is block special. Okay, I will tell you what is that. Although I have already explained that, but still if you want to know about this, so no issues, I am going to explain you within a while. So this is character special. If I write in here this particular Zen, so this will give me some different output. So ZEN, Zen. So this is direct, cannot open no such file or directory, because this is directory and this is not openable if I go inside Zen. Okay, so I must write here XEN, Zen. So Zen is a directory. So all the type of files, whether that is a character special, whether that is link file, whether that is a regular file, whether that is sky character file, so all the type of files which are available here, so file command can print them very easily. So if I print, if I run this command, so like I type in file here, and after that if I press RTC, so it will say this is symbolic link to RCT0. It means this is a link file. This is symbolic link. So file is a particular command which lets us know that what sort of file is that, because overall we have 7 type of files, as I have already explained to you earlier. Like first of all regular file, then after your block file, then after directory, character files, sockets, pipes, and your obviously your block and your socket files. So these sort of files I have already explained. If you have yet not watched that video, so you can go through. I will definitely paste the link within description box. Fine. Okay. So what next? Next is like what is the file where passwords are stored. So whenever we create user on Linux operating system, so there is a file which is known as etc shadow. So etc shadow is the particular file where passwords for all the users are stored. So I am not allowed to execute this command. Reason being because I was working with normal user. So this is a particular file where passwords are stored. Maybe for example I want to create a user, so I can create user add maybe Lokendra. I can set password for Lokendra, and the password is, I'm not going to tell you, that is Red Hat. Fine, I have set the password. So what happens here is, so shadow is the file where password is set. It means this particular is encrypted password, and this particular contains rest of attributes. What all it means, I have already explained. You can go through those videos if you have yet not gone through. But what I mean to say here is, this is a file where your password information is saved. And if you want to talk about user information, so that is saved within etc password file. Couple of fields are here. First of all, your username, then your password hash, then user ID, then group ID, then your user's comment, then your home directory, and after that your login shell. Your shell where user is going to work. Fine. So all the users who have bin bash, only those users are allowed to execute rest of commands. Those users who have sbin no login, or maybe bin false, or some maybe sbin shutdown, or maybe sbin halt, so these sort of users are not able to log in any, these sort of users are not able to execute any command post login. Fine. So next question is, okay. So next question is, what is the file where user information is stored? So that is, we have already gone through, that is etc password. And now what does it mean, like what sort of content do we have on operating system? This is quite important question. So many times it is asked during interview. Okay, that what is variable content and why do we have so many directories created on Linux operating system? So within a while I'm going to let you know that. Reason being, because if you are working as Linux admin and you don't know about this particular stuff, so it is going to be a bit hectic for you, because so many times this particular stuff is asked to you. Like, what is static content? So if you talk about static content, so static content is that remains unchanged until explicitly edited or reconfigured. For example, if you want to say that your okay, let me go here, and if you want that net stack -tunlp, if you run a command, so by default your SSH is configured and that is working on port 22, so that your static content. If you want, you can change it and you can run it on any other port, and post that you can start accessing that. So this is that simple. It means you can change your static content as well, but by default it is not changeable. By default it is running on port 22, but if you want, so you can change it on some different port as well. I have already explained within one video. If you have yet not watched that, so you can go through. What is dynamic content? Okay, if you want to go here, if you want to check what is dynamic content or variable content, so it means the dynamic content is typically modified or appended by active processes. For example, you are running HTTP service, so maybe possible that currently 4 processes are running, and as and when required it can initiate some more work threads. So that is known as your dynamic content. Now what is persistent content? So persistent content is particularly configuration settings that is remain after reboot. For example, currently this is working on port 22, and if you change it to maybe 2222 port, if you change it to maybe 4444 port, you change it to. So if you are going to modify this particular setting within any configuration file, so that will become persistent across reboot. So that is known as persistent data. Now what is runtime? So runtime is the process or system specific content or attribute cleared during reboot. It means sorry, it means if you are going to modify any of your content and after that you want that this should remain persistent across reboot, so that should be pure persistent. But that particular data which is working only on working for your real time, for your runtime, so that is known as like your runtime content. Okay, so what is next question here? Next question is, what is the use of /usr/etc where run, home, root, temp, boot, /dev? So these are the directories. So let me tell you, /usr is used to install software, shared library, include files and static read-only programs, data, important subdirectories are included here. For example, /usr bin, /usr sbin, /usr/local. So these sort of directories are created here and which have symlink created on /. Now let us go to etc. This is known as editable text configuration. This contains configuration file specific to this system. Or what to talk about this system, wherever this is created, so this contains directory and files for static content. Now what is where? Variable data is specific to this system that should persist between boots. It means when system is started and till the time system goes down, so this contains all the variable data. Now what is /run? /run is a partition which is included in RHEL-7. So what does it mean? Runtime data for process started since last boot. Whenever you are going to check this particular directory, so all the data which is available within this folder, so that is available only after rebooting this system. The data which was available before reboot is not found in /run. Now what is /home? This is home directory of all of your users which you create. By default the home directory is found inside /home. Now what is /root? This is home directory of your root user. Now what is temp? So if you talk about temp, a world writable space for temporary files. Whatever users want to update or whatever user want to create here, users are allowed to create by default, because this is world writable directory. Anyone can log into system and can start writing files here. Now what is /boot? So /boot, all the files needed in order to start the boot process. Whenever you are going to restart your system, whenever you are going to start your system very first time, so all the files have to be here, or all the files are kept here under /boot. Now what is /dev? It contains special devices or files which are used by the system to access hardware. Because if you talk about RAM, if you talk about monitor, if you talk about motherboard, so all the stuff whatever is available, so these are accessed under /dev only. Now what is the use of cd- command? For example, if you are working in let me show you here example. If you are working in /root and you move on to /temp, so cd- means you can jump to your last working directory. Now if you want to run to /temp, you can change your directory in such a fashion. So cd- is used to jump to your last working directory. Okay, then what is the use of ls-l, then tilde command? Okay, so for example, I am here in /temp, and if I run a command ls-la, so it will list all the files which are available under this particular directory, which is known as temp. Maybe I'm going to remove command here, maybe rm-rf, hr, fin, and maybe it and maybe sales. I'm going to remove these particular folders. Okay, so if I run once again this command, so ls-la, so all the files which are available on this particular location, so these are listed here. What if I place a tilde here? So it will list my home directories file. Tilde means home directory of current logged in user. If I write here tilde /tom, user is not available here, and tilde and maybe lokendra, lokendra, so it will list all the files which are available inside /home/lokendra directory, because home directory of lokendra user is /home/tom /lokendra for I'm sorry, /home/lokendra is home directory of lokendra user. Fine. Okay, so what is the use of mkdir-p? So this is such a question which is asked during interview, that I want such a fashion that first of all mkdir command and -p is used to create multiple directories with single command. Maybe I want to create one folder HR, one folder is known as IT, one folder is known as sales, sales, one folder as maybe your finance I want to create. After that, within each folder I want to create multiple folders. For example, I want to create with the name of Jan, and then I want Jan, Feb, March, April, and within these folders I want to create within each folder. Keep this in mind. Within HR I want Jan, Feb, March, April. Within IT I want Jan, Feb, March, April. Within IT sales I want all these 4 folders available. And after that, within all folder Jan, Feb, March, April, I want Sunday, Monday, TUES, Tuesday, WED, Wednesday, THR, Thursday, FRI, Friday, SAT, Saturday. So these sort of folders I want. So if I want any further folders, I can create using this command. So what happens is, if I run this command, so I have my bad, I have committed some mistake here. Maybe if I go inside IT, I have ran this command in such a fashion which has created some problem here. So I must not give this space here, otherwise this will take this command as a special character, because spaces are not accepted. Okay, so if I run this command, so this will create directory known as HR. Inside HR we have 4 folders, so let me go inside April, and if I go inside April, so we have these folders. Now once again let us go to /temp, and inside /temp we have finance folder. Under finance we have these 4 months, and inside 4 months we have these folders. So earlier what mistake I committed is I gave spaces between these commands. So spaces are not allowed here, because if you use these spaces, I'm sorry, if you use these spaces, then these are treated as special commands. So that will not work. So you need to remove spaces, and after that you need to run the command like this. Fine. So this is the use of this command. You can create really a great hierarchy of your system. Then describe file system hierarchy of Linux operating system. So that's what I have already explained to you. But once again, if you want me to explain, so definitely I would love to explain that. We'll go to slash and write command ls here. So let me tell you, /bin is the link which is created inside /usr. Data is a particular folder which is created for users where user can keep their data. etc means editable text configuration. lib means all the shared libraries are kept here. Media means if you're going to plug any device, maybe your CD, maybe your DVD, maybe your USB device to your laptop or maybe desktop, so that will get mounted here. That is your operational data. It means you can, if you are going to install your JBoss, WebLogic, Tomcat, so these sort of applications are kept here usually. Root is home directory of your root user. Sbin is the particular folder which is created inside user once again, and this contains system binaries. It means all the commands which are executed by user root. These are kept here. Then /sys, it means system application data are kept here. /usr, it contains lot of data, maybe your installed application. By default, all the documents are kept here. /boot, it means it keeps all the directories, all the files which are required at the time of boot. /dev, if we talk about, it means it contains all the files or devices which are required to access your hardware or your physical hardware. Home, this is home directory of all users. lib64, it contains the same like lib but for 64-bit architecture. MNT, it means mount points, temporary mount points. It is proc is virtual file system where you can find all the information of your running operating system. /run, as I have already explained within this video itself, like this is a particular runtime data for process started since the last boot. Then after SRB, server related data can be kept here. This is for temporary and this is for variable data, as we already know this. So this is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have yet not subscribed to my channel, so please like, share and subscribe to this video, and do not forget to press the bell icon as you will be notified for my upcoming videos. And hopefully within a couple of next videos I'm going to explain you all the interview questions only. I'm not going to start RHCSA2. Till that time I'm going to complete your first module with interview questions. Thank you very much. Have a good time. Happy learning from ServerGyan. Thank you.